Hi guys, so I wanted to come on and do a flip through of my Judgy Judy, what I've got so far. And Tippy's over there. There she is. She's just chilling. She's been playing and stuff, so now she's chilling. Excuse the messy table, but I've tried to organise and sort some stuff out because I'm going to be streaming with Nikki in about just under an hour. So yeah, so if you're watching this and you want to go and check it out, it's just Nikki's channel, which if I remember I'll link it in the description. But I think most of these know Nikki's channel, but she's changed her name from Carson to Cat to Nikki. I think it's just Nikki. So I'll get a link anyway and I'll put it in the description just in case anybody that's watching us hasn't got Nikki. We will be streaming soon. 8:30 at GMT time. So here we go. So this is my Judgy Judy, and my wee heart here just went a wee bit messed up. The glues came off and it's a bit messed up, but I'm not fussed about that. But most of these I've seen this, and I'm actually going to turn it round so you can see it a bit better. And I've got envelopes here because I've got some personal information in here. Not so much personal information, but notes that's been sent to me and stuff like that and wrote to me, which is kind of private, so I'll be covering those up. But we've got this page here, which is Connect with Your Senses. A lot of you have seen these pages anyway, probably from Nikki's live streams as well, because I've been doing a lot of live streams with Nikki and not doing any videos for my own channel. So I thought I'd come on and do a quick flip through of my journal today, and then maybe tomorrow, well, probably not tomorrow unless I get up early because I'm going out tomorrow. Then I might do a video tomorrow as well, doing a page inspired by Cat Hand. So yeah, so we've just got a bit of writing here. I'm not going to read everything out to you because, you know, a lot of it is kind of just me thinking things and stuff like that. So I'll not read all my journaling parts out. I know there's a really big shadow here and this is going to annoy me, but because my computer's moved now, the light is directly behind me, so you're going to get the shadow of my head on all my stuff unless I sit back, but it's the best I can do, so sorry about that. So you've probably seen this as well because I started this, I think I've done this a while ago when I started this journal, and I've just recently added a wee butterfly in there as well because I'm trying to use up my stuff, so I've just been going round and putting wee bits and bobs into other pages. This was a wee thing I put in a while ago as well, and it was a Killerman page, I think it was, and I just went round it and just chilled and relaxed and doodled over the outline. So I didn't actually do all this doodling. I wish I could doodle like this, but it was already done and I just went over it with a pen so it stood out more because it was pretty faint. And then this was just a bag that was given to me. It was a paper bag, but I liked it. And I've actually got another one somewhere, the other side of the bag, because I liked both sides. And I was going to use it as a pocket, but I liked both sides of it, so I just decided to use it as a background. This was made for me by, oh, do you know what? I don't even remember who made it for me. It might have been Sherry. I don't remember now. But it was given to me in Happy Meal, and the bag was given to me in Happy Meal. I don't think it's the same person though, but. And we have just some backgrounds that I've been putting together. This obviously isn't a background. This is just me sticking my sugar-free things in. Obviously, this isn't sugar-free, but it is dark chocolate because I'm allowed wee bits of that. So I put them in there as well because obviously I'm diabetic now, so I need to watch what kind of things I'm eating and drinking. So I've had to switch to sugar-free. And this is just a wee, I thought that was a pocket, but it's not. It's an ETC I made a long time ago. I think it might have been inspired by Eileen. I'm not sure. Can't remember now. Or it might have just been something I did on my own. I can't remember. This I did actually in another journal, and I decided to, I think this was in the journal that Toppy sent me, and I decided that I didn't want it in there, so I took it out. And here, you can't really read it, but it says, would you care to walk in the garden? Oh, sorry, would you care to walk? Would you care to walk in the garden? So this was a flower that Karen McClure sent me, she cut me out a lot of these flowers, and I just kind of went, stuck it on and kind of doodled on it, and yeah, stuck it in there. Paperclip, can't remember who sent me it, but somebody sent me it. This here, I think this is a flower that maybe Josie made, can't remember. And then we have this here, which I just kind of stuck in. Do you remember the fortune tellers where you used to go like this and pick a colour and that? Well, this is basically what this was, but it's before you actually fold it and make it into the fortune teller. So I just kind of put that in there, and that way I can open it up and journal in there as well, and it just makes a cute wee kind of thing on my page. So I like that. And then because it was pink, I thought I'd stick these on as well. These are just out at Craft Magazine. I can't remember who sent me this, but somebody sent me this a long time ago. Helen, I think. And I just filled it out. So it's your wish will come true. So peace for the whole family. These are the ones I picked. Peace for the whole family. Having a great success and achievement. Being safe wherever you go. Good health. So, yeah. And then this one, this was actually in this part at the beginning. This was a wee pocket I made a long time ago when I was just trying things out, but it's kind of fallen apart now. But it was in here, but I decided I wanted it in the actual book, so that just goes in there. This was a wee index card that I just stamped on and just stuck a wee flower on. There's some wee bits involved in the background. Obviously these are thingy, but I did put a wee monster thing in there, you see him? He was hiding. I seen him in the paint, so I just decided to draw him in. You see him? It's like a wee alien type guy. I seen him in the paint and I thought, you know what, I'm going to paint him in. I'm going to draw him in. So, more backgrounds. This is well, you know what this is, but I liked the image, so I stuck it in there. This was a wee flower I drew quite a while ago. I can't remember who it's inspired by, but it was inspired by someone, I think. And it was a long time ago, so I don't remember who it was, and that was me trying it again. But I just thought I'd put this in, and that way if I want to journal in here, I can. This is only done by pencil, so if I want to like erase it, I can. This here was a thing I done for a prompt for the Fobonichi. We had to draw a cartoon character of the cartoons we used to watch when we were younger. And one I used to watch was called Hey Arnold. And I drew him. This was a wee bear I drew. I can't remember where I learned to draw that, but I can't remember. But I watched a video and kind of learned to draw that. This was just a page I coloured in. I liked. This is just lots of writing. More writing, and I just stuck this on here. I love this tissue paper. And this was actually coloured in for me by the Cranky Crafter's daughter. And I put that in as well. And this was a wee die-cut Christmas tree, but it had a wee star on the top, but I didn't really want Christmas in because it's no Christmas, so I took the star off and just put the tree in. This is just out of Craft Magazine again, and it says Family Memories. And I just put in some things that I enjoy, like I used to enjoy listening to Queen with my dad, going shopping with my mum, Sunday dinners with my brother and sister-in-law, spending time with my wee great nephew, watching This Is Us with my sister-in-law, crafting with my sister, my niece, and my wee nephew's girlfriend, and watching The Magicians with my brother, and obviously I've got something to film here. This is actually a Nat Geo magazine. It's some kind of sea creature, but I thought it looked cool. So I stuck that in, and I've added some extra pages in here. This is just a jelly print, I think, in an envelope. And then I had this wee bit as well. So I stuck this on here, and it's just colourful stones. And it says, why on earth not? I don't know why I stuck that in there, but I just did. Why on earth not? And then this is a wee teacup that I seen it in a book. And this is like a queen or something that a book. It was a book, I think it was Series of Unfortunate Events books or something. And I just like this image, it was in it, and this image. And I love this paper, so And I don't think there's anything on this one. That's the other side of that. And I just put a bit of a book page on there, and that's another image from that book. This is a wee tag I made, and I just wrote here about a few things. I think it was about my live stream, but you can't really see it because the writing's so thingy. I do need to go over it again. And then I love this napkin. I can't remember who sent me it. It might have been Michelle. I don't know. But I love the napkin. And this is from actually a greeting card. And I really like the image. I stuck it in there as well. And then this here is a card that I got. I could probably show you the notes in here because that isn't too personal. But I've not been feeling great. I've had a touch of a cold and stuff. My throat's been a bit sore. So my sister and my niece and that got me this card, and it says, "Hope you're feeling better soon." And it's cute because it had a wee cat on it, and it just says, to Auntie Annie and Anne Marie, "We hope you feel better soon. Love you from Joe, Scott, Ethan, Tracy, and Ian." So, yeah. This here was just a wee page I did, the wee embellishment thing, some butterflies on there. And then I got this card from my brother, but I can't remember what I done with the front bit. I might have cut it out and put it in something else, but I took the inside out, and it says, "Dear sister, your wish the best, and this is sent to you to say you really do deserve to have a wonderful birthday. Happy birthday." And then up here, you can't see it obviously, but it says, "To Annie, the best sister and nicest person in the world. We will always love you, Stephen Louise. Hope you have a lovely day." And then this bit says, and it's kind of tea stained. I don't know what happened to it, but it's got spillage on it. Some tea or something maybe. "For you, someone who means so much. You are very special too." So, and I just like that. So I put that in as well. And then we'll get these pages, which is just chocolate that I got from my friend Matthew, who's sadly passed away. And some wee bits, and I'll actually put this in here, wish you were here, because I'm actually going to do a page for him, and I thought that would be good. And this is actually a wee tea coffee thing that he gave me from my journal, so I'm going to put that in a page as well. And I think I've got another one of these, so I'll probably put this on his other page. And then we've got this wee thing here. Can't remember who sent me that. May have been Sherry again. Can't remember. And then this page here. Obviously, a lot of the pages don't explain. So this before was just this. And then I added a little bird in the other night. Just need to be careful my time here. This is Josie's page. It's all the stuff that Josie sent to me in the past. So a wee face that she made me as well. Tag she made me for my 200 subby challenge thing. Yep, congrats. No, it doesn't say. Yep, for 200 subbies. So that was a tag that she made me for my 200 subbies. And I had 200, and now I'm at like 300, 400. So I'm at 400 dozen, I think. I don't tend to keep counting anymore. I did at the beginning, but I don't tend to keep counting anymore. But I appreciate every subby that I've got. And then this here, this is a long story. I'm not going to really get into it, but it's a long story. But this is quotes about farts. So, yeah. So it's kind of a private joke between me and Nikki, my sister and my niece. So yeah, it's quotes about farts. And then I made this one. I actually did this picture here on Photoshop. So obviously it's not a real earth. It's me, it's made the earth and the nebula and stuff like that. So, and I got this out of a newspaper a while back, and I really liked it. And you can read the quote. She had a galaxy in her eyes and a universe in her mind. So I just liked it. Thought it looked cute. And then this was a page I did with Nikki a while back. And it says, "You're stronger than you think. Put on your war paint and be a warrior." So I really like that page, how it turned out. This was just shapes and circles and stuff like that I put on this page. This more journaling. This was it was actually a paper pack, and I cut out this bit of the paper and put this girl on for another bit of paper. And then it just says, never too old to follow your dreams. I'm sorry if I'm talking a bit quick. Hopefully you can all understand what I'm saying. But I'm trying to get this done quick before I need to stream with Nikki. So this was all yellow, and this was like blue or black or something like that. And I just coloured it all in. And this was a face I drew a while back. These were just images that I liked. And then this was another one of the cutouts from that, unfortunately, events book. And I just stuck that there because it looked like the bird was flying in the sky. And this is Nikki's page. And I realised before I didn't actually put Nikki's name on it, so I put Nikki's name on there as well. This is all stuff Nikki's made for me. She's not made that, obviously, or this. I don't think she even sent me that, but I know Nikki likes elephants, so I put that in there as well. But most of the stuff on this page is from Nikki. And I don't think there's anything under there. No, that was paper. Let's just put on there. I did this page for Nikki the other night as well. And Let the Adventure Begin. This was actually some postcards that my sister had got me. So I put that in. More journaling, and I think it was Super Beth that made me this. So I just put that in there and did a bit of journaling. This was just a quote. That was her magic. She could still see the sunset even on those darkest days. And I've not wrote anything else in there. This was just a couple of these fabric things. I can't remember who sent me these, but somebody sent me them and I liked them, so I put them in here. So a lot of it's just me sticking things in, some washi tape. This was from die cuts I got the other day. I never got them, my niece bought them for me, but obviously she'll be using them as well. She's not got a die cut machine, but she'll be using them as well. And so she paid for them. I was going to pay for them myself, but she paid for them. This is what they look like when they're cut. So they're actually quite cute. And they were only $3.95. So, yeah. So I just played around and colored it in because I was testing out the pens because, who was it said? Can't remember. Somebody said the other day that the super tips, Cruella super tips were meant to be good for no coming through the pages, but they kind of do still come through, but it's not as bad, the shadow. And this was a card that my sister and that got me and my niece, and it says, for some things, hang on, I'll just turn it around so I can read it. For some things there is no words. I can't promise to make everything all right, but I can promise that that you don't have to face things alone. And there's a wee note in there as well from them, which I'm going to keep private. And these are just some pages I was doing back, just painting and stamping on, and showing my niece that you could use the foam things, which should be here. I was showing my niece, she got a lot of the foam things, and I was showing her that you can put it on a cardboard and make me stamps from it. So I was showing her that it worked. This here in my creepy page, I don't know if I actually done this on camera or not, I can't remember, but you can see it anyway. I can see my lighter, but I think most of you know that I'm smoking again, so there's no surprise there. This was actually a wee note that Sherry had sent me as well. I'm going to keep that kind of private, so you don't read that either. And this was just a wee background I did. Some more background, some more journaling. This is about my type 2 diabetes. I've seen the newspaper article and I put that in about type 2, and it says Scots with type 2 diabetes up 40% in 10 years. And this was a wee note that Tuppy had sent me with a diabetic book because I was stressing about not eating and stuff and what to eat. So I'm not going to read it out, and I'm going to try and keep it personal because it's got her name in it, on it, a real name. So This was just a Halloween page thing that I got from McDonald's. I made this a while back. It was a clip art that I cut out. I was making ATCs that I was swapping, and I cut that out and I found it the other day and I just stuck it on. These are just from magazines. This is the inside, and I just wrote about going shopping with my niece and that, and going trick-or-treating with them, and then just a couple of images and stuff I stuck in there as well. Some more journaling, some sweets and stuff that I'd done that day, receipts and stuff like that. I just stuck them in there. My cat and dog page. I really don't know what I'm going to do on these pages, but I like them. This year I'm probably just going to put friendship quotes that I like all over this page. This was, you know, I had a wee drink with my friend and I just kind of did a bit of journaling, and it's like a party thing, so I just put that in there. I know there's like a kind of birthday cake, but it was just a wee night in the house we had, but I just thought they went well together. My fabric page. So my sister was laughing all day because I kept feeling the page. And some journaling. More journaling. And a thing from a catalogue or a magazine I made, or Junk Me or something. But I liked how it looked. This was a page that I was stressing out, and I just got the pen and just scribbled. And wrote some words and scribbled over them, and it was a bad day, it was a stressful day, so I just put "don't give up" stamped like that all over it. But I kept it the way it was because I wanted to remind myself that it's okay to have a bad day now and again. So yeah, I did this page with Nikki the other night as well, which I thought turned out really cute. Oh, hang on a sec to just cover this. So this page here is actually, there's a wee message in there from my niece, but and a wee tidy thing in there. So yeah, so I'm going to keep that private because it is kind of personal. But this is the little drawing she did for me. It's Stitch. Isn't it cute? So she drew that for me. She's like, you can cover it in, but I think I'm going to just keep it the way it is, and that way I'm not like doing it into it, and it's just the raw drawing from her. So I thought it looked really cute. So my niece drew that for me. And we'll just skip past this so you don't need to read that. And then I just did this wee page as well. Just, you know, sometimes I just stick random things in. And then I wrote a note to myself because one day I was just sitting and I was wasting time flicking through this about 10,000 times, and I wasn't doing nice work. So I wrote, stop wasting your time flicking through this book, Annie, and move your butt and get housework done. So yeah. And then I did this page. These are more just images that I liked, and I just kind of stuck them in. More randomness, and this was a wee index card I did. This was just a picture from a children's book, and this is just the Sims 4 thing was on the paper, and I just kind of cut that out because I play the Sims 4. This was a page that was inspired by Cat Hand. I think it's our mixed media motivations or something it's called. So this was the January prompt, and it just says what a little birdie told me here, and I just kind of stuck things in. And the quote is, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. And she sent me Happy Mail a long time ago, and she put this a wee note on it, and she signed it. So I thought, since it was inspired by Cat Hand, I should put our wee signature thing in there as well. So I put that in there as well. When I previously did this, I didn't put that on it. I done that later, so that added that to it. And there's my hand that I did. Is it Hamza, I think? it was called, with Nikki and Michelle, and I just stuck mine in my journal and, you know, decorated the page. And I love this panda, so I stuck him in because I just love the look of it. And then this was me just journaling about staying with my niece and stuff like that, and I just seen this wee mouse and I just thought it looked cute with the background, so I stuck that on there. And this here was actually a doodle from the envelope that Cat had sent me, so she doodled and stamped and stuff, so I put that in there as well. I was going to put it on a previous page but didn't go. More journaling. So I've still got quite a few pages left, and I just love these images, so I just stuck these in as well. I don't think I'll be doing it on these pages that's got these on it. I just think I just like the images. And there's the other side of that bag, and this was just a McDonald's thing that I just put in there, but I don't like the fish, but I just doodled on that page and I didn't like the look, so I just stuck that in there just to cover it up, but obviously the whole page will probably get covered. And this is one of my favourite pages that I've done. It's pretty plain and simple, but I love it. And it's tough days don't last, tough people do, and I just love how I've done the wee raindrops. The wee raindrops were given away by Tammy Silverback Crafts, I think it was her name on YouTube. Yeah, so she gave me a bunch of these, and I just stuck them all in. And then I like the look of this page because it's kind of black and white, and I love black and white pages. My niece thinks I put it in because I like the look of him, but I kind of do, but that wasn't the reason. I just liked the way the page looked. This was what I did a long time ago. I just added ups, and I wish I didn't do now because it looks stupid, but I done this a long time ago, probably 2013, 2014 maybe. And it was when I first started crafting, and I put paint in a rollerball deodorant. I'd emptied out the deodorant and I took out the wee ball and put paint in there, and I just kind of went over the page like that, and it came out like this. And I just thought it looked like a face with an eye, well, hair with an eye. So I stuck that in here because I found it the other day. Halloween things, and this here is actually a wee pocket, so I can put stuff in there as well. More journaling, and I just went round things and just drew some circles. Yellow image, guys. This was another image I liked the look of, and this was an image that I liked the look of as well. That's a bit weird, liking the look of a brain, but I liked it, so I put it in. And then I just put some words in, like some stuff that I would probably go on in my mind. So I've got mysterious, crowded, because my brain is very crowded. Well, my mind is very crowded. Just an idea, survive, remember, surviving, sleep, wreckage, escape from, learn. And then just under here it says on your mind. So yeah. And these are some index cards I made a while ago as well, so I just stuck them in. So there you go, guys. Hopefully I wasn't that hard to understand, because I know I'm speaking quite fast, but I'm due to stream with Nikki soon, so I was kind of trying to get it done as quick as I could. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and probably tomorrow or Monday come back to my channel, and there should be a video up of me doing a video of the February prompts for Cat Hands Mixed Media Muscle Motivations. So I will speak to you soon. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for sticking around on my channel, although I haven't uploaded in a while. I have been doing art, but it's mostly I've been doing everything on Nikki's channel, because I've been live streaming with her quite a lot and just not been bothered to do stuff on my own channel. But I think it's about time I start doing some stuff on my own channel. So keep your eyes open, because I'm planning to do videos with my niece as well. She comes up and stays with me sometimes, so I'm planning to maybe get her on some videos as well, and maybe my sister as well. So keep your eyes open, guys. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. Love yous. Mwah. Catch up. Bye.